Doc Talk. Yeah, we keeping it smooth. Your favorite paralegal got the legal groove. From the stars in the courtroom to your cousin's case, we breaking it all down. No rush, just pace. What's good, y'all? It's your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hey, y'all. So, this is an update on the personal injury case against Tasha K. As you guys are aware, a couple of years ago, Tasha K stomped out Mr. Omar Graham at a party, and he since then filed a lawsuit in August of 2024 claiming damages. And not only did he sue her, he sued the husband, her entourage, the host of the party, the premises, so on and so forth. But it has been a very difficult journey, just between him and about to say, well, Latasha, that's her name, Latasha, Tasha K, and her husband, because he was having the most uphill battle trying to get her served. The location, their whereabouts was unknown to pretty much everybody on this planet. And so they had to hire a couple of process servers to try to get them served. And these process servers went out from Florida to Georgia trying to figure out where they were located. So many attempts have been made. Either the address was not valid, like there was no such address, or the property that they rolled up to was vacant. And so it took one process server company to say, hey, okay, we found an address to a business, it's a virtual office. Let's go ahead and serve them. According to the Florida rules and civil procedures, that is accurate, and they are able to serve a virtual office. Now, if she failed to go ahead and check her mail, then that's on her. She still was served according to the Florida civil rules of procedure, and she just failed to respond. Therefore, what can the plaintiff do? He can proceed with the motion for default. But without further ado, let's go ahead and tap right on into this. Now, if you guys are unaware as to what happened, or if she claims that she didn't stomp nobody out, let's take a look. Shout out to Now that's all I'm going to show you guys. So you clearly saw that she stomped out this man, right? So this case, as I stated, was filed August of 2024. So from August 2024 all the way up to July 2nd, in which the day that the virtual office or the receptionist at the virtual office was served, they were unable to locate her and her husband. That is sad. That is really, really sad. And to say that she is very public, she has a show, everything. It's I just find it weird that they were unable to serve them sooner. Now, all the other defendants that were in the case, the host, the premises or the owner of the building, her entourage, including her husband, and the security company that was supposed to be there, majority of them were served. Majority of them have already done their discovery responses and depositions. I did see on the court docket that a lot of officers that attended, well, not attended, but arrived. I'm assuming that the police were called. They were already deposed, and they got their statements in court. So a lot of stuff has been happening in this particular case. Now they do have a status case hearing. I want to say, what is that? Where's the event at? September 29th, 2026. So this is a calendar call. So more than likely this is true. But sometimes it just all depends. It all depends. They might not make it to trial. They may come to some type of agreement during mediation. Who knows? But as far as Tasha K and her husband specifically, they have not answered to this lawsuit. Therefore, he is moving for a motion for a default judgment. So all he has to do is say, "Hey, I am requesting a default judgment because the two defendants has have not responded to the lawsuit." Now, a lot of times the person who's responsible for the injuries, if you can't find them, it really does suck. Only because the only thing you can do is get a judgment. That judgment is going to be filed with the county. Back in the days, the judgment could also be on your credit report, so that will hinder you getting stuff like a loan or a house or a car, whatever the case may be. So it is a good thing in a sense, but he's not going to collect anything, especially if there is a judgment. Who's to say that she's going to pay that judgment? But at the end of the day, he still has his right to sue for damages. He still has a right to collect on those damages. It is just a matter of getting her. Now, anytime between then, she can respond to the lawsuit. Is she? I have no clue. That's something y'all got to ask her. I have no clue if she's going to respond, but she can respond, her and her husband. But the only thing is, we got to see if that motion for default is going to be granted. Now, I do see an entry on here saying that they submitted the non-military affidavit, and it says the notice of default not entered, and that's only because it's really procedural. It's not the court denying and saying, "Hey, the motion of default, is denied." It's just a lot of clerical and administrative stuff behind scene. It is the way that they have to file these things. And so I did read that notice, and it stated that Tasha K's social security number was not on the military affidavit. And so what they have to, and it has to all be filed in one. So it has to be the motion, the military affidavit showing her social security number so they can ensure that they have the right individual. And then once they refile it and then the court can enter it in, then it will be sent to the judge for consideration. So that's all they're waiting on right now. Um, a second complaint was filed. A second amended complaint was filed on the 31st, which was yesterday. And this was only to add the security company All Star Security LLC. During this time, there have been a since August, there has been a lot of activity that has gone on in this case. Some defendants that were initially listed are no longer listed as defendants. They have been non-suited. But the biggest thing is the actual individual who caused harm to the plaintiff. That is where we need to get, you know, we need to get some type of resolution from. And the way that it's looking, the way that it's going, I don't believe that Tasha K is going to respond to this lawsuit ever. I don't even think that she even talks about what happened in that at that party. And I don't think that she is. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are. Do y'all think that she's going to respond to this lawsuit? Do you think that she's ever going to speak on it? What are your thoughts? It's just very, very strange that, you know, she can just bypass these lawsuits and not think that, she has to deal with them. It's going to catch up with you, especially if this turns out to be a judgment. It's going to be very, very, very hard for you to try to do anything business wise when it comes to this. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.